next full body workout. Today's format is a 50-second set on all exercises. We are rolling 3 exercises in a row. That's a tricep. We're going to do each tricep 2 times through. Let's get rolling right away. Don't forget, if you haven't done your warm-up, make sure that you hit that warm-up video that I've got linked in. I gave you a nice full body warm-up. If you need more than what I've given you, take care of that and let's get rolling. So our first 3 exercises are Jefferson squat, a plank hold, and then some forward punches. As with all of the workouts, guys, with equipment, without equipment, you decide. I've got my trusty water bottles that I'm going to be using for my dumbbells. You might want to use soup cans, you might want to not use anything at all but that body. Either way, we're going to hit you up. Okay, so let's get into our first exercise, sumo squat. That is, legs are wider than hip width apart, toes are pointed out slightly. We are going to be sitting down nice and deep. We're going to add some arms in on this, so if you're not holding anything, you're just going to be lifting those arms, extending them forward. If you are holding a dumbbell or a soup can or a water bottle, whichever, you can hold sideways or you can hold it vertically. Your choice, whatever is most comfortable for you. I'm going to go without for my first set. 50 seconds non-stop. Whew. Let's get going. Let's knock this out. Ready? In 5 seconds, we're sinking our weight down into our heels. Let's go. 50 seconds. Here we go. Sit back up on those heels. Really work through that back body. You've got lots of support through the core, guys. Yeah, long arms. We are hinging at the shoulders, not the elbows. Woo! Push right back. Core is supported. Almost there. You decide at what pace you want to go. If you want to go slower, go slower. If you want to knock out a few more repetitions, that's on you, guys. But remember, form and range. That is everything. 5 more seconds. All right. Plank hold. We talked about the plank in my plank tutorial, so if you haven't checked that out, make sure that you jet back there and do check it out. I've just given you a couple of suggestions to keep you safe on the plank form. We are going down, we're holding for 50 seconds. So, forearms are square. We are not holding our hands together, we're not flaring our elbows, we're keeping everything nice and clean lines. Hips are not going to drop. Get yourself set up down into your plank position, guys. 5 seconds. Ready? Let's go. Whew. So, I'm not hanging my hips. I'm not hanging my head. I'm not holding my breath. Lots of stuff to remember. Make a little fist if you want to when you're doing this plank. Squeeze those hands. Turn on that tension in the body. If you need to be down on your knees, get down on your knees, no problem. Just don't cross your ankles, guys. Woo, we're almost there. Breathe. Don't shallow breathe. Don't hold your breath. You want to breathe as naturally as you possibly can. Feels good. Oh yeah. Body is working all together. And drop down onto the knees. Hands go down onto the floor and drop your butt down onto your heels. Don't forget, if you need to make modifications for these things to suit your body today, that's exactly what you're going to do. Forward punches. We are giving ourselves a nice big base. We are punching, so I kind of like to think about this as a push-pull, push-pull. Let me show you my profile here. I've got my big base, my big strong legs, and I'm going to push, pull. My elbow is going to drive right back beyond my rib cage, and I'm going to extend. What I am not going to do is reach. I'm going to keep everything nice and clean, proud posture. If you want to use your dumbbells or your weights, whatever those weights look like, grab onto both. So we're going to alternate our arms, 50 seconds straight. Let's keep that heart rate up. And ready, 5 seconds. Woo! Let's go. Push, push. So I'm gonna mind my posture. Remember, I'm not gonna turn in at the shoulders. I'm gonna keep my posture clean. Keep my breathing natural. Keep my core supported and strong. Do you wanna pick it up a little bit? Let's go. Come on. Push, push, push. My water bottles are empty today, so I'm going a little bit lighter, but that's going to allow me to pick my speed up a little bit. Push, 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 push. Lock that core, guys. 5 seconds. Breathe. Oh yeah. I could even feel my legs on that because I was sitting down nice and low. So if you didn't feel your legs, don't worry, we have round 2, which we're going to take care of right now. So make sure that when you come back to that exercise, you do sit down a little bit lower. We want to bring in the whole body as often as we possibly can with all of these workouts. We are back to our Jefferson squats, guys. Take a sip of water if you need it. If you don't need it, grab your dumbbell, grab your water bottle or your soup can. Jefferson squat. I am going to hold on this time, and I'm going to hold on it horizontally to my water bottle. Don't forget, nice, long and strong spine. Let's keep it all together. 50 seconds and 5 seconds starts. Woo, ready? Let's go. Let's pick up the pace this time a little bit. Let's get this cardio going. Squeeze those glutes. Squeeze. Right at the top of the movement, you're going to squeeze the butt. Nice. Are you sliding forward onto the toes, or are you sitting back on those heels and making that back body do a ton of work for you? Come on. Push. Push. If you need more challenge and you know that you've got your form down and your range is on point, then use a little bit more weight. And if you want a little bit more challenge still, grab a third set. That's okay. Not a problem. 5 seconds. Woo! Oh yeah. Nice deep breath, guys. We're dropping down onto the floor to do our plank hold. Grab a couple quick breaths before you get down there. Think about, what have I got to do to keep this plank nice and clean? I want my forearms pressing down into that floor. I want my chest to lift away from the floor. Hips are going to be about shoulder height, even a little bit lower, that's okay. But we're not hanging those hips. We're gonna keep the legs nice and straight. Try to keep the legs fairly close together. If you need to open them up and make it a little bit easier on the body, that's okay. And breathe. 50 seconds. 5 seconds to go. Let's set it up. Oh yeah. And we're on. Let's go. Whew. Feel my heart rate has elevated. I'm not hanging my head. I'm not cranking my head. I'm looking at the space in between my hands. And I am regulating my breathing. I've got my slight pelvic tilt going to support. I want that front body to be working as well as the back body. Woo! I feel like I was shrugging a bit there, so I made my adjustment. Almost done. If you're shaking, that is normal. That's a good thing. Celebrate that. Oh, drop down. Give that body a nice stretch. Take as much time on that stretch as you need. If you want to stay down there a little bit longer, do that. And if not, moving on to our punch punch. Okay, I am going to use these again, but if you aren't familiar with this movement, if you need a little bit of a break, take the break. Don't hold anything, that's fine. I'm going to really make sure that I am not shrugging my shoulders, yeah? Sit down on those big strong legs. 50 seconds starts. Ready? Let's go. Nice and slow to start. Get into the groove. I'm not reaching. No. I'm sitting back on my base, nice and comfortably and safe. And again, I am focusing a little bit on putting the weight a little bit more into my heels than I do into my toes. I just want to kind of force that weight back there, make my butt do some extra work. You have 20 seconds left. Let's pick it up. Push, push, push. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Try not to twist. We're gonna get that core to stabilize. Push, push, push. We'll be doing some punching with twists at another workout. Those are awesome. Yep. What are your shoulders doing? Drop them. 5 seconds, guys. Come on, push, push. You feel your legs? Woo! Good job. Get rid of those dumbbells. Moving on. Grab some water. If you need to take a break, just hit pause. Come back. We'll be here waiting for you when you get back. And if you are ready to rock, moving into our next tricep. First exercise, bowing, deadlifting, hip hinging. So, something like that, a version of that. So you can see what I'm doing. I am staying proud. I'm keeping my core supported. I'm hinging from my hips, pushing my hips back, and as a result, my body responds by tipping forward. My knees are not locking. I'm keeping them soft and they're fixed. If you want to hold weight, and if you haven't done this movement, I suggest you do not. Get this movement nailed down. It's a really important one. We will be using a version of it a lot. Really important. Great for the hamstrings, glutes, low spine. You know, it's just a great overall movement. We will use this a lot, so let's make sure that you're nailing that form. If you want to hold a couple dumbbells, hold here. You just don't want to shrug. I'm going to hold my empty water bottles just to give me a little bit of something to hang on to. And this is not a movement that we're going to roll out quickly, okay? So this one we're going to be really, really mindful on our form. Going down nice and slow. You can power up a little bit. And again, sit back on those heels. Ready? 50 seconds. Let's go. All the way up. Slow, slow, slow on the way down, or what's called the negative, and then go ahead and power up a little bit. And breathe. Relax the shoulders. Woo! Push, push up. Yeah. And up. Nice, guys. And up. You have 20 seconds. Check out the profile if you need a reminder. What I'm making sure I'm doing is taking care of that back. Power up. Power up. Squeeze those glutes. Make that body earn its keep. Woo! Almost there. Last one. And go ahead and get rid of weights. And again, we are now going back down onto the floor into the plank position. And this time what we're doing is we're going back down onto our forearms. We're rocking a little bit. So taking it up a notch, nothing crazy. And And this can again be done on the knees. Just pick up the forearms, just slightly. And you can see my body is acting as one unit still. I'm not doing this. Nope. Small movement, small. And can be done from the knees, no problem. So if you need to, if you want to try doing maybe 10 seconds without being on the knees and then go down onto your knees, you find what works for you. The plank, we can advance through many, many levels. There's lots of time for that. Again, we want to make sure that we're hitting that foundation and creating good habits within this movement. All right, 50. You have a 5-second wait until we're going to start, so set yourself up. Ready? Let's go. I'm going to go very small. Small. My legs are straight. My head is not hanging. Whew. Whew. This again, not fast. Yep. Breathing. You'll really want to stop the breathing and kind of be getting into holding your breath on this. I'm going to go onto my knees to show you. Yeah. Still super challenging, guys. Nothing wrong with being down on the knees on this movement. Come back up if you want to grab the last few. Almost done. And that's it. Give that back a stretch. Give that shoulder girdle a stretch. Okay. Now, third exercise in this second superset. Doing well. Don't forget, if you want to add a third set in, or even a fourth set, that's what you're going to do. This is your time. All you have to do is hit pause, pick up the 2 extra sets, 1 extra set, come back to us and come into the next tricep with us. You structure these workouts so that you take the work as you need it. We are all on different days here, working on different bodies, different fitness levels, so let's tailor it to you, okay? All right, this exercise, we're going back into our sumo stance, which is again, legs are slightly wider than hip width apart, toes are slightly turned out. I'm going to sit my body down into pretty low in my squat position. And what I'm going to do, and this is option number 1, a little bit more advanced, I'm just going to, you can see I'm slightly leaving the floor. That's not for everybody. Not everybody's body enjoys doing that type of impact work. Even though it's not a huge impact, it will take its toll. So if that isn't for you and you want to kind of go a different route, go down here and pulse. I mean, you'll see. This does its job too. Trust me, I can already feel my legs are firing up for me. So for the first set, I am going to do the little light jumps. For the second set, I'll go into the pulsing and I'll just remind you about the jumps, but let's get into it. 50 seconds. Don't forget, do your checks. Sit that weight down into the heels to get into your position. We're going down into our squat to do our work on this full 50 seconds, which prepare your mind. It's tough. It's a little bit rough on that, on the legs. 50 seconds starts right now. Let's go. And it doesn't have to be rapid. You don't have to be moving. You don't have to be going crazy with the speed. Nope. You know, do 10, take a break. Do 5, take a break. If you're pulsing, you're here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you should be feeling this by now. Tiny little jumps, tiny. Nice and soft landing. Barely leaving the floor, barely. 10 seconds. Woo! Yeah. Heart rate is up. It's a good thing. And come on up. Give those legs a shake. That's a good one. Now we're going back up to our bows. And I'm gonna go back here, grab my dumbbells. Don't forget to be drinking water throughout all of this. You need that water intake. Fuel that body, guys. Okay, I'm going back to, I love the sumo stance, so I even take that for a lot of my deadlifting. You can narrow the stance and you can actually have your toes pointing forward. That's fine. Whatever works best for you. I tend to gravitate to the sumo style for most of my lower body work when it comes to this type of stuff. But we're not wrong if you want to go narrow on me. Ready? And we'll explore all those options. Let's go. 50 seconds. And up. When we are doing this, you really want to make sure that you are coming all the way up. Shoulders are relaxed. Posture is proud. Don't do this and kind of stop here. We want, again, full range of motion. Full range of motion, guys. Power it up. Negative, negative, negative. Nice and slow. Push, push all the way up. Relax those hands, guys. Don't squeeze those dumbbells too hard. Don't hang your head. Keep everything nice and clean. Be very picky. Especially if you're just starting out. Oh, I envy that. I envy that because you have no bad habits yet. So we are working on a clean slate with you guys. Last one. So if you're just starting out, man, you have an opportunity to teach that body and train that body in its cleanest forms and its safest forms. So be really picky with yourself. Practice, practice, practice. Again, go back, hit up the tutorials. We've got a plank one up there for you now. There will be more coming, but just sort of remind yourself the checkpoints on some of these foundational moves. So easy to forget. You know, we go onto autopilot when we've done these moves for a long time. I do, for sure. So it's always nice to just go back and make sure that everything, you're checking all the boxes, guys. Get down on the floor, exercise 2, and we're doing our rocking plank, right? Ready? 50 seconds. Forearms are on the floor. We're just rocking that body. 5 seconds set up. Ready? Okay, let's go. Breathing. Woo! I'm already thinking about what I'm going to be eating after my workout. I'm feeling nice and hungry. I'm going to make sure I'm going to get some protein into me. Always want to make sure that you're taking care of that. Help those muscles along. Breathe. Breathe. Remember, this is not fast work on this one. Woo! Second set on these. You can do 3 or 4 sets if you want, or just 1 set. Almost there. 10 seconds. Are you on your knees? I hope you are if you need to be. Drop down. Now I noticed on my last 2 repetitions on that plank that my right side elbow was starting to flare out. My body definitely wants to do that internal rotation, or on the plank that will look as elbow flaring. So I need to remember that for when I'm doing these next time. Make sure that I'm taking care of that as my body fatigues, the lazy lines start to kick in, my weaknesses start to take over, and we don't want that to happen. So make sure you're checking yourself, be aware, okay? We're back to our 3rd exercise in the 3rd tricep, in the 2nd tricep. Little sumo jumps, or little sumo pulsing. I'm gonna pulse this time. I'm kinda happy about that. 50 seconds, you have 5 seconds to set up, get down into it. Check and check, posture is good. Let's go. Nice. You can have your hands out. You can have them behind. Whatever works for you guys. Just, you can have them on your legs, but we're not leaning on the legs. That's tempting. Trust me, if there's a shortcut to take or a way that body is going to try to trick you into taking the easiest path. I have done it, I have been there, I may have even invented a couple of them, but we don't want that to happen. Now my legs are getting tired, so I'm gonna watch that I'm not starting to pronate. Push those bad boys back, get them back there. Clean lines, core is supported. I'm not just gonna rely on hope for the best that my body's gonna get into the proper form. Support that core, set that core, give it a chance. We need to take care of that core. 5 seconds, woo! And come on up. Give those legs a shake. Have a little sip of water. Again, if you need to hit pause and you want to do another set, another 2 sets, hit pause, come back, we'll wait for you. And for those of you who are coming right along with me into our final tri-set, then let's get going right away. This one, we are doing a one-legged leg pump, knee pump, not sure what you want to call these. I'm going to give you the angled kind of profile, and this is what you're doing. You'll see this in my warm-up video that I've given you guys to do before every workout. You'll see a version of it. Today, because it's in the workout, you are going to sit down nice and low on it, and it will be about repetitions. Now we're touching lightly back here. It is not stomping. That is something that I always have to watch out for. I have a very heavy touch when I've got a very heavy gait pattern that I always have to kind of check myself on. We'll be doing 25 seconds, 25 seconds on the other leg. Now, if you want to add a little bit of juice to it and you want to add in some dumbbells, go for it. Know that if your heart rate is already up high enough and you kind of need to dial it down a little bit, just drop the arms and get rid of the arm work. Arm work is always going to elevate that heart rate a little bit more aggressively. So that's entirely up to you. Okay, ready? 25 seconds, clock stops for the transition, and then 25 on the other side. Big leg, sit down on it. You'll feel this leg lighting up. Let's go. Yeah. Now, if you're comfortable in this, pick it up, pick it up. That core is supported and it's nice and set. You can see I've tipped forward slightly. My chest is tipped forward slightly. I'm not bowing, but I'm definitely not standing upright. And that's the last one on that side. Switch sides. Give it a shake. Okay, set it up. 5 seconds. Think about it. See it. Ready? 25 seconds. Let's go. The transition is tricky. Give yourself some time to adjust to this side. This is not my favorite side for sure. I'm not as comfortable here. I'm gonna pick it up. Hello, quad and butt cheek. Yeah, come on. Almost there. Done. Beauty. Good job, guys. So, now we're going into a sumo style again, one heel raised. One heel raised off the floor. Check it out. Look at my feet. Going into my sumo stance, my one heel is going to be elevated off the floor slightly. Not that, because when I do that, my ankle is going to clock out on me. So, heel is just not supported by the floor, and going to do full sumo squat with this side elevated for 25 seconds, and then the other side. If you want to hold some weight, do it. You know who you are. You know who you are, especially if you've worked out with me before. You kind of know the style that we do. The multi-jointed stuff is generally where we live. So elevate your game. Bring as much challenge to yourself using weights. You want to do longer time sets, or however, if we're counting the repetitions in other workouts, you know, do what it is that you're feeling that day. But, so if you're holding weight, let's go ahead and let it hang. And it's just going to be a full hang with the heel up. Or not. If that bothers anything on you, knee, hip, low spine, then just do both heels down and roll up the squat. Okay, 25 seconds. Set it up, pick a heel, go with my right one. Let's go. Full squats. Full squats. Squeezing. Squeezing at the top. I'm squeezing my glutes. Yep. Big muscle groups we're recruiting. I love it. Love doing lower body. Almost done. Almost done. 5 seconds on this heel. And stop the clock. Time has stopped. Change sides. When we are on the second set, the clock will not stop. Let's just go right into that transition. Ready, go. We have squeeze, 25 seconds. Don't let those knees turn in on you. Don't let them get pulled in on you. Don't let that posture get dragged down. Especially if you're holding weight, guys. That weight will try to drag that posture down. Don't let it. Are you breathing? Hope so. And that is it. If you have a light weight in your hand, soup can in your hand, keep it. If you have a heavy weight, you're going to need to get a light one. And if you don't want to use a weight, then you're not. These are reverse flies. So the upper body movement is this. I'm squeezing. I'm squeezing that back. Working right across that mid-back. I want to challenge myself a little bit more. I want to do it on one leg. So, one leg, if I'm holding in my right hand or not holding. Trust me, balance work is hard enough on its own. Then don't worry about holding. I'm gonna hold my empty water bottle. It's light enough for me to do that today, so I'm gonna be on my left leg, right arm is my worker. 25 seconds, ready, go. Now this is going to be, if you're not used to doing work on one leg, very slow work for you. You even might wanna hold onto a wall, the back of a chair, do it on 2 legs. Like, there's no reason for you to not be able to sort out a way that you can bring it into your fitness level today. Easy or as challenging as we need to get. And the clock stops. Switch legs. Switch hands as well. We've got a long lever here, so it's weak work for the body, meaning ready, go. Meaning that the body is weaker when the levers are long, obviously. When they're further away from that working joint, they're going to be weaker. If this were a press, it's going to be a little bit stronger because, you know, you're bringing the weight closer to the body. So, if you want to pick it up and you're feeling really balanced, whoo, but don't over fling. Don't get into flinging this. This is controlled. At chest height, not shoulder, not throat, not face height, chest height. And you are done. Good job, guys. All right, now we're back to top of the third and final tricep. One heel is raised. And this time I'm gonna start on my left heel. I'm gonna raise it up. I am gonna hold my weight. Take my position, left heel is going to be up, boop, there it is. Last time I hung it down. I'm gonna put my weight up here this time. Doesn't matter where you hold it as long as when you change, you hold it the same way. Okay, ready? And we're not gonna stop the clock this time, let's go. Let's pick this up, come on, let's get that heart rate up and keep it up. Unless you're working super heavy. Then if you're working heavy, you know you need to keep that speed nice and controlled, not too fast. If you've got a ton of weight that you're adding to this movement, you need to be extra careful. Woo. Ready for your change of heels? Do it now. Woo. There we go, now my right one's up. Yup. Almost done this workout, guys. Almost out of here. Push. Push, sit down on those legs, come on. Breathing, I'm not shrugging. With the weight up here, you might be wanting to. Don't do that. And last one. Lovely. Okay, back to our leg pump. Leg pump. So, right? I'm gonna start on my less comfortable side this time. Get it out of the way. I'm not gonna hold my weight. Going unweighted. 25 seconds, this is your movement. With or without weight, with or without arms. 5 seconds. Ready? Are you down nice and low? Let's make this body work. Go. Core is set. Tip at my hips has happened. I have hinged slightly. Boom. Ha. Nice. Look straight forward. If you don't want to do your legs, if you don't want to do your arms, don't do your arms, no problem. And switch sides. Quick, let's go. Keep that heart rate up. 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. Oh, I need to get down low on this leg. Make it work. You don't want to feel like you're getting shot through the front toe of that foot. You need to sit down on that full foot a little bit more. Push. Push. Oh, pull that leg up and in. Core is working. And done. All right, guys. That is your, oh no, we have reverse flies. We have reverse flies, and I almost sent you on your way. One more time, reverse flies, one leg. So, I am going to start on my left arm, right leg this time. 25 seconds. Breathe, regroup, set it up. 25 seconds. Go. Again, shoulder. So we're hitting that rear head of the shoulder. We're going right on that mid back. Nice, beautiful, strong back. Help counter the internal rotation that we're all, seeing come to our bodies in the age of sitting at a computer, using our phones, driving a lot, bunch of nasty stuff, but unavoidable. Last one. And other side, I've changed legs, I've changed arms. Here we go. Yeah. This can be done holding 2 and doing both arms, or just doing both arms and not holding 2. Don't forget, you can be standing on 2 legs. Whatever works. Some days, my balance eludes me. You'd think I never worked out a day in my life where my balance is concerned, and other days it's going well. One more. That is your workout. Unless you want to add that second or the third or fourth set in, you pick your poison on how you want to roll that out, guys. Know your body, honor your body, pay attention to it, and don't push your limits too far so that you end up injuring yourself. Safety, form, range of motion, as always, number 1. Don't forget, if you want to hit subscribe, hit the bell, you'll get the instant notifications from us. And after this, whenever it is that you're done this workout, you're going to go to my stretches video. It will give you a full body stretch. I'm not going to be doing the warm up and the stretches and the workouts, don't forget, so make sure you hit up the stretches video in the links. All right, I will see you guys next time. Looking forward to it. Great job. Drink your water, take in some protein, and we'll see you next time.